Hi, good morning, and welcome to episode 8 of Tax Tips Tuesday from Deximal Accounting and myself, the owner of Deximal Accounting, Alicia Lowen. This is a live broadcast that I'm doing on my Deximal Facebook page every Tuesday to bring my tax tips to you. And so far, I've been a little bit heavily weighted on the business side of things. And so today I wanted to do an episode that is just for everybody. Every single person has to file personal taxes, and every single person potentially has medical expenses that they could be claiming on their personal taxes. So I have a few tips for you about medical expenses on your personal tax return. So the first is that you may be paying for a medical plan through your work, and it shows up on your pay stubs as deductions for like a company medical and dental benefit plan. Well, did you know that those payments that you're making to the company are tax deductible on your tax return as medical expenses? Sometimes this deduction will show up on your T4, but not always. And so it depends how the company is preparing their T4 slips. If they are using someone that is knowledgeable about how the T4 slips should be prepared, those premiums that you're paying will show up in box 40 on your T4 slip. So if you know you're paying premiums, take a look and see if you have a box called 40 for your medical premiums. If it's not showing up on the T4, you can still claim it. You just need to know the amount that you paid in total for the year, and you would claim that under medical expenses, or you'd provide that information to your accountant. So that's one tip for you. That is something that I see that gets missed pretty often. The next is people will often ask me for things that aren't just prescription medications. So a dentist, yes. A registered massage therapist, absolutely. Chiropractor. There is a long list of different medical practitioners that can be allowed as medical expenses. Now, there is actually a great website on the CRA site that you can search that has a list of the practitioners. And I haven't tried this before, but I was going to see. Okay, I was hoping I could do a screen share in the middle of a live video. It looks like I can't. Oh, maybe I can. Settings? No, I can't. Okay, so that's fine. I'll just post the link in the comments to this video. Basically, it's a spot on the CRA website that has an alphabetical list of all the medical practitioners and broken down by province for if that thing is tax deductible in your province. Because it's actually surprising, a lot of things are allowed in some provinces and not in others. And this is just for the deductions on your tax return. It doesn't necessarily mean that that thing wouldn't be reimbursed by your benefits plan. I see this often with counseling services. So of course, mental health is very important and it's an absolutely necessary medical expense, but registered clinical counselors are not listed as a tax deductible medical expense. A psychiatrist is, yes, but a registered clinical counselor is not, according to CRA. So that might be something that is reimbursable by your benefits plan, but it wouldn't be something that you can claim on your tax return. So I'll put this link in the comments because that's a great way to search for if the thing that you're using for medical could be tax deductible. Another thing that a lot of people may not know about is fertilization treatments. So if people need to have in vitro fertilization or any other sort of treatments like that that are medical to help with infertility problems, that can be something. And it's often a huge expense. So for families that have been going through in vitro fertilization, they may have spent $15,000 or $20,000 in order to go through this process to add a child to their family. And they may be relieved to know that they can claim that amount as a tax deductible expense. So if you know someone that's in that situation, make sure you pass that info on to them. And then the next thing that I wanted to mention was prescription eyewear. So glasses that will correct your vision, that are have prescription lenses in them, then yes, absolutely, that is a medical expense for the full price, so the frame and the lenses. And this could even include prescription sunglasses and prescription contacts. So that's not one that everybody knows, and I often get as a question. So that's a recap of a few of my tax tips for you surrounding medical expenses for personal tax returns in Canada. And if you are not already a tax client of Deductible, then I want to take a minute to just tell you about how our service is different than most accounting firms. So what we do during tax season is we have a system set up so that it is entirely online and paperless. We do not take in-person meetings, so you do not have to take time out of work or time out of your day in order to come here and get all your paperwork together and drop it off at our office like you typically would at an accounting firm. So what we are doing instead is it's all done through a secure and encrypted website. I personally take the time to create a customized tax checklist for you after we've had a conversation, or if you're a returning client based on last year's tax return. And I create that checklist for you, and it essentially looks like an online quiz. So it's very easy to use. You're signing in from home, from your computer, or you can even be answering from your phone. And then when I ask you for items like your T4 slip from work, you can be on your phone and just take a picture of that slip and attach it directly onto this tax checklist. And that's how you are securely sending your documents to me so that I can then prepare the tax return for you. So if you'd like to find out some more information for this upcoming 2019 tax season, please reach out to me. I am Alicia Lowen, owner of Deductible Accounting, and my email is info@deductible.ca. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.